Now let's talk about a few more numbers that have come out, and Essar Ports is one of them. Sales was up by 58% at 288 crores on a year-on-year basis. However, they posted a loss this time of 61 crores versus a PAT of 11.5 crores. The stock, however, has not been beaten down too badly, just about 1% lower. 88.5 is where it is, though the adjusted PAT is still higher by 267 odd crores. EBITDA margins expanded quite a bit, 81% versus 72%. We've got the management, Rajiv Aggarwal, the MD and CEO, joining in to discuss the numbers in greater detail. Mr. Aggarwal, the loss that you've posted this quarter compared to last, I mean, obviously on an adjusted basis, that's still a PAT number, but could you highlight the same for us?
Well, this is a one-time hit which we have taken for an amount of rupees 235 crores. So in this process, we have cleaned up the balance sheet because this was showing in contingent liability for last few years, and this liability had almost crystallized. This is an interest payment which was not taken into consideration because it was not due, and it was not accrued actually. And now, since we have not, there were some terms of the CDR according to which in April it becomes the company becomes liable for it. So we have accounted for it, and this has to be paid in the years 2019 onwards. So I think that it's a one-time hit. If you do not take that into consideration, then the quarterly results would have been about a profit of about 47 crores. So if you see total annual profit for the company is about 63 crores post this hit of 235 crores.
Mr. Aggarwal, EBITDA margins have done well this time. We've seen an expansion coming in at 83.2%. Is better cargo pricing increase for cargoes a key reason for that?
Well, main reasons are better cargo, increase in price, and improvement in margins. So basically, it's a combination of all the three factors. The rates have gone up during this period, and capacity utilization has improved, and also the margins, EBITDA margin, due to lower expenses per ton, has resulted in this improvement in the EBITDA margins.
What has been the quantum of volumes Mr. Aggarwal handled during this quarter, and what is the outlook for FY13?
Well, in the quarter we handled about 12.5 million tons, and we are expecting a volume of 67.5 million tons for the next financial year, which is going to come out of Hazira, about 40 million tons, about 24 million tons, and Vadinar about 40 million tons, and Paradeep about close to about 5 million tons. So this is approximately the breakup. So we are starting Paradeep also during June, July this year, so which is going to also account for some additional cargo.
Mr. Aggarwal, yesterday you announced your partnership with Port of Antwerp. Could you give us some more details about this partnership? What does it bring on the table for both the counterparties?
Yeah, basically Port of Antwerp, which is the second largest port in Europe and one of the largest ports in the world, has invested an amount of 175 crores in Essar Ports at an underlying value of about rupees 100 per share, which results in a 4% share in Essar Ports Limited. This tie-up is about a technical tie-up for upgrading and modernizing and improving the port facilities and also improving the cargo flows between Antwerp and India, training and development of manpower, and getting into new port facilities in India. So that's by and large the tie-up. We feel that it's an interesting association because Port of Antwerp has a very interesting model where they have almost 180 kilometers of waterfront quay length, where they are promoting a lot of industries, which includes power plants, refineries, and various kind of other manufacturing plants in this. So it's a very unique way of developing industries through ports. So we felt that that is something which we could also look at doing in India. So that was one of the main attractions for us to tie up with Port of Antwerp.
Right. Lastly, Mr. Aggarwal, I mean, with the promoter holding at about 83.71% and the SEBI guidelines pointing towards the promoter holding being at 75% by June 2013, you know, you're going to start looking at reducing the stake?
Yeah, of course, that needs to be done by June 2013. So definitely we will look at going to the promoter holding going to about 75%. Now, how and which manner, this is something which we have to decide. And in the coming months, we will decide that and move forward on that.
Right, Mr. Aggarwal. Thanks very much for that. That's the management at Essar Ports talking about their Q4 performance, one-time hit that they've taken. Better cargo pricing is what's boosted EBITDA margins, and also highlighting the Port of Antwerp partnership that they've taken. Stocks down about 1% in the session. Fresney Iskabi should pull up the stock for you.